Snow fell over Bitter Creek Valley like a silent curtain, burying the world under cold white grief. Rancher Noah Calder was locking his barn when he heard footsteps crunching behind him, small, shaky, afraid. A little girl, no more than 7, stood there barefoot, breath puffing into the freezing air. "Sir," she whispered, voice trembling. "My mom, she didn't come home last night." In that moment, the calm valley felt dangerously loud. Noah dropped to one knee, stunned by the frostbite creeping up her toes and the purple color under her eyes. "Where do you live, sweetheart?" he asked softly. She clutched a torn blanket around her shoulders. "In a cabin near the river. Mama went out to get wood." But she never came back. A storm had raged last night, trees uprooted, wolves roaming hungry. Noah's heart clenched. Something was terribly wrong. He grabbed her cold hands. "What's your name?" The girl sniffled. "Ellie." Noah wrapped his coat around her tiny frame. "Ellie, I'm going to find your mama, but you're coming with me." Without hesitation, he lifted her into his saddle. Her trembling fingers clung to him like he was the last safe thing in the world. Snow whipped at their faces as he kicked his horse into motion. As they rode toward the river, the storm's aftermath grew worse. Fallen branches, broken fences, a trail stamped by desperate footsteps. Ellie pressed her cheek against Noah's back. "Mama always comes home," she said, voice cracking. "She never leaves me alone." Noah swallowed hard. The girl wasn't just scared, she was starving, her ribs pressed against her dress. Winter had been brutal for anyone without help. Near the riverbank, Noah found the first sign, a cracked bucket, half buried in snow. Ellie gasped. "That's Mama's!" Noah dismounted, scanning the icy ground. Wolf tracks circled the area. His jaw tightened. He pulled Ellie close. "Stay behind me." The forest towered dark and silent, branches heavy with fresh snow. Somewhere in its shadows, a mother was fighting for her life, or losing it. They followed footprints heading deeper into the trees, the steps uneven, staggering. Noah's pulse thundered. "She was hurt," he muttered. Ellie whimpered. "Please, don't let her die." Noah squeezed her hand. "I won't." Lantern light flickered over the snow as he scanned the path. Every second counted. The cold alone could kill a person overnight. Wolves could do it faster. Suddenly Ellie tugged his coat. "Sir, look!" Under a fallen cedar trunk, a piece of blue fabric fluttered. Noah rushed forward, brushing away snow, and froze. A woman lay half-buried, her arms shielding her head, as if she had collapsed while trying to crawl home. Her lips were blue, skin ghost pale. But then, barely, her chest moved. "She's alive!" Noah shouted. He dropped to his knees, checking her pulse. Weak, faint, but present. Ellie threw herself onto her mother, sobbing. "Mama, wake up, please!" The woman's eyelids fluttered, but she couldn't speak. Noah scooped her into his arms. She weighed almost nothing. Hunger had carved deep hollows into her cheeks. "We're taking her home," he said, voice hard with determination. The ride back was brutal. The mother shivered uncontrollably, drifting in and out of consciousness. Ellie held her hand tightly, whispering, "I'm here. Don't go." Noah kept one arm around the woman, shielding her from the wind. The ranch lights finally glowed through the snow, a beacon of survival. "Hold on," he whispered. "You're safe now." Inside the warm cabin, Noah laid the woman near the fire. Ellie covered her with all the blankets she could find. Noah heated broth, his hands shaking. He'd seen many winter tragedies, but this hit differently. Ellie sat beside her mother, tears dripping onto the blanket. "She didn't eat for 2 days, Ellie whispered. "She gave me everything." Noah clenched his fists. This wasn't just an accident, this was desperation. Neglect from the town, isolation, fear. He knew exactly who was responsible, the man who'd driven Ellie's mother out of town, accusing her of stealing food when she'd only taken scraps meant for the dogs. Noah's chest burned with anger. "No one should suffer like this," he muttered. The woman woke briefly, eyes glassy. "Ellie," she breathed. "Mama's here," Ellie whispered, hugging her. Tears slipped down the woman's face. "I'm sorry. I tried." Noah knelt beside her. "You're safe. I won't let anyone touch you again." She looked at him, really looked, and fear slowly softened into trust. Ellie fell asleep beside her mother. Noah stayed awake, feeding the fire, watching over both. The storm howled outside, but inside there was warmth, light, hope. He vowed silently, whoever hurt this woman, whoever drove her to freeze in the woods, I will face them myself. For Ellie, for her mother, for justice. At dawn, the woman's fever broke. She opened her eyes fully, whispering, Why did you help us? Noah replied quietly. Because you deserved better. And because no child should cry the way your daughter cried last night. Tears spilled down her cheeks. She didn't know his name yet. But she knew he had saved their lives. When word spread that Noah had rescued the outcast woman, the town gathered outside his ranch, murmuring with judgment and gossip. Ellie hid behind Noah's leg as the mayor accused the woman again, stealing, lying, causing trouble. Noah stepped forward, voice sharp as steel. She was freezing to death while you all slept warm. If anyone here stole anything, it's your compassion. The crowd fell silent. Ellie's mother trembled, leaning on the doorframe for support. Noah wrapped an arm around her so she wouldn't collapse. If any of you try to take her child, he warned, you'll answer to me. Gasps rippled. No one had ever heard quiet, gentle Noah speak like that. But saving lives changes a man. Days passed, and the woman, Laura, slowly regained strength. She helped around the cabin, her movements still fragile but graceful. Ellie followed her. Everywhere, laughing again, drawing pictures, eating full meals. Noah watched them with a warmth he didn't expect. Their presence filled the house in a way he hadn't felt since losing his own family years ago. One evening, Noah found Laura staring at the snowy fields, tears glistening. "Why don't you hate me?" she whispered. "People say I bring trouble." Noah stepped closer. "You bring courage. You brought a daughter into this world and fought for her alone. That's not trouble, that's strength." Laura's lips trembled, the first real smile since her rescue. But shadows remained. One man, the shopkeeper who'd accused Laura, stormed toward the ranch demanding Ellie be taken for safety. Noah met him at the gate. "You'll leave now," he said. The man spat. "You're protecting a thief." Noah grabbed his collar. "She nearly died because of you." The man stumbled back, shaken. The message was clear. There would be no second threat. The town slowly shifted. People who once avoided Laura now offered blankets, food, even apologies. Ellie played with local children for the first time. Noah watched Laura teach her how to braid hair, how to sew patches onto dresses. Her gentle voice filled the ranch like music. He realized he looked forward to hearing it every morning. One evening, a blizzard rolled in again. This time, they weren't alone. Laura sat by the fireplace, Ellie in her lap, Noah across from them sharpening tools. The cabin was warm with laughter. Laura looked up at Noah. "You saved me," she said softly, "but you saved Ellie more." Noah shook his head. "Ellie saved me first, when she walked to me that night." As winter softened, Laura began helping Noah with the horses. Ellie fed chickens, giggling when they pecked seed from her hand. The ranch transformed from lonely to alive. Neighbors started whispering that Noah had finally found a reason to smile again. And it was true. He couldn't deny the growing pull he felt toward Laura. Gentle, strong, beautiful in ways pain had only deepened. But Laura feared something, leaving. "You've done enough," she told Noah. "We'll go when I'm strong." Noah froze. "Go? Laura, you don't have to." She looked down. "I don't want Ellie to be a burden." Noah took her hand firmly. "She's not a burden. And neither are you. Stay." His voice cracked slightly, risking everything. Laura's breath caught. No one had ever asked her to stay. Not for help, not for work. For her. Noah let go gently, stepping back. "Only if you want to," he added. Laura's eyes filled with tears she didn't hide. "I do." That single whisper changed everything. Spring melted the snow. Cherry blossoms bloomed near the cabin, drifting like pink snowflakes. Ellie ran through the fields, arms wide, laughter echoing. Laura watched her, leaning against Noah. "She's finally safe," she murmured. Noah smiled. "Because her mother is finally safe." Laura rested her head on his shoulder, peaceful for the first time in years. The town gathered one bright morning at Noah's ranch. Not for conflict, but celebration. Noah had built a new home beside the barn, larger, warmer, with space for a family. He presented it to Laura quietly. "It's yours," he said. She covered her mouth, overwhelmed. "Ours," he corrected softly. Ellie tugged Noah's sleeve. "Sir, can I call you something?" Noah knelt. "Anything you want." Ellie hugged him fiercely. "Papa." Noah's chest cracked open, emotion crashing through him. He lifted her into his arms, tears burning his eyes. Laura watched, hands trembling with gratitude and love. At sunset, the three of them stood on the new porch, warm light spilling from the windows behind them. Ellie twirled in the breeze. Laura slipped her hand into Noah's. He whispered, "You're home now." Laura leaned into him, tears soft and happy. The frontier was cold, cruel, wild, but together they had built something stronger than any winter. A family.